Right now, somewhere in America, a 24-year-old is sitting in a coffee shop, making six figures a year, and nobody around them has any idea. No flashy car. No designer bag. No vacation photos every week. Just a quiet phone, a quiet bank account, and a plan most people will never see. Because here's the truth nobody wants to admit. The generation everyone made fun of for avocado toast and quitting jobs is now quietly outpacing every generation before them at the exact same age. Not with luck. Not with some magic formula. With 7 specific moves. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what they are and, more importantly, why almost nobody talks about them out loud. Because the moment something actually works, people stop posting about it. Let's start with the first move, and it's going to surprise you. Move number 1. They stopped chasing the big salary and started chasing the big skill. For decades, the advice was simple. Get a degree, get a job, climb the ladder. But Gen Z watched their parents get laid off after 20 years of loyalty. So instead of betting everything on one employer, they started stacking skills that travel with them. Copywriting, data analysis, video editing. Skills you can sell to 5 different clients instead of one boss. Here's why this matters for you. A skill nobody can fire you from is worth more than a title somebody else can take away in one meeting. Move number 2. They treat their 20s like a rehearsal, not a performance. This one's uncomfortable, but stay with me. Most people in their 20s are trying to look successful. Gen Z's quiet wealth builders are trying to actually become successful, even if it looks messy from the outside. That means low-rent apartments while friends post luxury photos. That means side gigs nobody sees. That means years where the highlight reel is empty, but the bank account is not. The lesson here is simple. If your 20s look impressive online, check what your savings account looks like offline. Move number 3, and this is the one almost nobody admits to. They automated boring before they optimized exciting. Before touching a single stock pick or crypto coin, the quiet wealth builders did something painfully unglamorous. They set up automatic transfers. A fixed percentage, moved the day the paycheck lands, before it ever touches a spending account. No willpower required. No discipline needed. Just one decision made once that keeps working every single month without them thinking about it again. Most people wait to feel ready to save. This generation removed the need to feel anything at all. Now here's where it gets interesting, because move number 4 exposes something most financial advice completely ignores. They stopped competing with their friends and started competing with their old selves. Social media constantly shows you someone doing better. New car, new house, new job title. But comparing your year 1 to someone else's year 10 is exactly how people give up before they even start. The people quietly building wealth track one thing only: where they were 12 months ago versus where they are now. That single shift changes everything about how patient you can be with money. We're about halfway through the 7 moves, and the next ones are where things really start to shift, because move number 5 is the one banks specifically do not want you to think about. Stick around, because what comes next explains why some 20-something-year-olds already have more saved than people twice their age, and it has almost nothing to do with income. Move number 5. They quietly figured out that debt isn't the enemy. Confusion about debt is. Here's what nobody explains clearly. Not all debt behaves the same way. A loan that grows your income, like a certification that gets you a raise, works completely differently than a credit card balance sitting at 20-something% interest doing nothing but shrinking your future. The quiet wealth builders didn't avoid debt out of fear. They separated it into 2 piles. Debt that builds something, and debt that just bleeds money. Then they attacked the second pile like it was on fire, while barely touching the first. Most people treat all debt the same. That single mistake alone can cost years of progress. Move number 6 is the one that sounds almost too simple to matter, and that's exactly why it works. They made saving invisible instead of impressive. While plenty of people were showing off investment apps and trading screenshots, the ones quietly winning were doing something with zero audience. Round up purchases into savings. Redirect a raise straight into an account before ever adjusting their lifestyle to match it. No announcement. No congratulations. Just a number growing in the background while life looked completely normal on the surface. Here's the part that stings a little. The wealth you never show off is usually the wealth that survives the longest. And now, move number 7. The one most people skip, and it might be the most important one on this entire list. They built one relationship with money instead of chasing 10 different trends. Crypto 1 month. Stock tips the next. A side hustle abandoned after 3 weeks. Constant motion but no direction. The generation quietly building wealth picked one core strategy, boring as it sounds, and stuck with it long enough to actually see it work. Not because it was exciting. Because consistency compounds, and jumping between strategies resets the clock every single time. So here's the uncomfortable question you need to ask yourself right now. Out of these 7 moves, how many are you actually doing? Not planning to do. Not meaning to start next month. Actually doing today. Because here's what happens if none of this changes. 5 years from now, someone your exact age, making the exact same income you make right now, is going to be in a completely different financial position. Not because they got lucky. Because they made these 7 decisions while everyone else waited for the perfect moment that never actually comes. And that gap, once it opens up, gets harder to close every single year. If this video just showed you something you needed to hear, do one simple thing before you go. Hit subscribe because we break down exactly how money actually works in America. No fluff, no jargon, just the truth most people never get told. And if you want to know exactly what to do with your very first dollar of extra savings, there's a video right on this channel that walks you through it step by step. Watch that one next.